So welcome back everyone. Good morning. We are again off today. Hidden Indian is again off, and we are today driving towards a lifestyle retreat. It's called Iraios, and supposedly around about 120 kilometers from Mumbai, and around about same distance from Surat also, I think 130 140, and it should take us 2 hours. Let's see. From Surat also, if you drive down, it should take you 2 hours. So this is supposed to be a yoga retreat, a naturopathy resort, and an organic farm stay. Supposed to have 800 trees and plants, and I am told to make this resort they did not cut any trees. So the resort is spread over 60,000 square feet. It has a swimming pool, sauna, hydrotherapy, and the best thing is to stay back at the resort. But unluckily for us, we did not get a booking. So we're going to have lunch out there, and of course you are all with us. So we're going to see how the place is, how the lunch is, and how the drive is. Now drive from Mumbai is again on the Golden Quadrilateral route. It's on the Ahmedabad highway, and it's on the same Western Express route, and then you take the Ahmedabad highway. The drive is smooth. Today we are experiencing some traffic. All in all, the drive is smooth. It's cloudy. It was drizzling some time ago. All in all, nice trip so far. So we'll keep you posted. Let's see how things unfold as we take on this journey today. So we have crossed Virar and we are at the Tol Naka, and this is the first checkpoint, and possibly we won't get any further because we will still stay in Maharashtra. So this Tol Naka has surely become a breeze. I remember when we used to get stuck for quite some time at the Tol Naka, but now with this Paytm it has become a breeze. You just, they just scan and you just move around, and if you have yourself tagged onto the Paytm or some other paying methods, then it's done. It's just done. It's a breeze, just a breeze. So we are driving through, and this is in the midst. I think it's in the forefronts of the back places of the forest, and we are driving through the hills, the end part of the forest. The drive is good. It's a very good drive. Every time I drive through this place, I just get lost into the woods here. It's too good. And especially after the rains or during the rains, when you see the lush greenery around. It's really green. So I leave it to you all to enjoy the beauty. And we'll again catch up after some time. So we have crossed Manor. We are crossing Vada Khadkona, supposed to be a village, and we are again between the hills. We are around about 32-33 kilometers from this spot. So the exact location is at Talseri, and it should take us roughly another 40-45 minutes. That's what Google says. So let's see exactly how much it takes. So far the drive has been really good. The rains did disappear. They were drizzling at places. It was little more, and then it disappeared. Now it's totally dry, as you can see. All you can see are the hills and the greenery around. The trucks, some places they are more, some places they are less, but overall it has been so far a good drive. So let's see what it's in store for us as we proceed. The mountains are great to see, so I'm just trying to give you a view of the mountains as they are. The mountain on the side has a very typical structure. Whenever I pass this area, I just look at it, and the structure is really appealing. So I'm just trying to capture it. Hope it comes out really good when you see it. The trucks are really disturbing. I don't know I mean, why they have to take all the lanes and travel? Why can't they stick to the speed lanes? Leave the speed lanes apart and they can, stick to the slow lanes as they go. I don't know why they always fall on front of the speed lanes and keep driving on the speed lanes together. Now you see here ahead, they have occupied all the 3 lanes. It's really crazy driving in such situations. We have left the highway and we are onto the road to Irayos. The road is too narrow and you have to continuously keep honking. It's as good as the road which we went last time to Tansa, and we had to cross couple of vehicles en route. The road is too narrow. As long as you don't have vehicles coming from the other side, it is fine, but otherwise the road is too narrow. We had couple of vehicles coming as we were entering the road, but luckily after that we have not come across any. But again, the road is really too narrow. Possibly you should drive down through a bike or something. So we keep going on this narrow road, praying nothing comes from the other side. Nothing comes from the other side. So we are following the auto. I hope it will lead us to that place where we intend to go. The drive is good. Condition of the road is good, but the road is too narrow. Luckily for us, there are no depths on the side of the road, but in some places, yes, it is. So I don't know. Just hope no vehicle comes from the other side. So we are at the gate of Irayos. So somehow we managed the drive. They are opening the gate for us. So we will enter. It's a good maneuvering to get the vehicle inside here finally and parked in a safe place. So finally we are here. So as you enter the resort, the walls are lined up with Worli paintings, and this is the parking lot, and you walk through this area. You get the freshness of the greenery, the smell of the ground, and I think you are well monitored because safety is there, because they have the cameras. And you walk through here. So let's explore the place. Let's see how it is. As you enter, this is the reception area. It's little covered now with plastics because of the rains. Otherwise, that's the reception area. Again, you have some coverings here and there, possibly because of the rains. But the Worli paintings on the wall is too good. We were little before lunch time, typical lunch time, so they are setting out the table. So they said yes, you can go around the property. So I think the property appears to be huge. I'm not sure. I gave you the statistics of the property, but there is a lot of space out here, and you have the rooms spaced out. Looks nice in the midst of the hills, nestled across. You have the pool there. I'll take you towards the pool, and you have the yoga therapy area here. So this is the restaurant. This is the area through which you enter the restaurant. It has that rustic feel, you can see the bamboos across. It gives you that feel that yes, you are in the midst of greenery. The ground also has, the portions of mud. wooden structures and the sitting areas. This is the sitting arrangement that they have here. You can look out through the window out. So I think this is also unique. You see on the pan it's written plain rice, dal fry, and the earthen style with which it is being served. So they are yet to lay out the buffet. I'm just giving you a glimpse of how it is. And I can experience how it might be in the night. You can just visualize it. The lights glowing from here, coming down to give this feel here. And that's the pathway towards the pool. So now on the food, so you have dal, pulkas, rice, salad, bindi, chicken and mutton paneer. So you have this, rustic cottages for staying. Gives that rustic feeling, village feeling. Mostly, you also get that smell of the land, of the earth. And I'm sure during the night, this lightning will give a real good effect to the entire ambience. The lighting here, which is clubbed with the bottle on, so it should come out really good during the night. And these are the rooms. Nice place. I would have loved to stay back here, but yes, no booking. So we are finally again back at the highway for the drive back home. I didn't dare do any recording while on a track back on that 2-kilometer stretch from the highway. It was too scary. We could maneuver 2 vehicles somehow on that narrow bends, and now we are back. So the food was excellent. It had that rustic feel, rustic flavor. The chicken was as if it was freshly brought out, desi kind of a stuff, not the usual poultry stuff. And the servings were good, the helpings were big, and all in all it was a good lunch, very refreshing lunch. $650 per person. And the most striking thing about the entire serving, the food was the serving was done by localites. So it was local ladies who were involved, which is very good because it is actually generating employment for the locals, and they were very spontaneous, and as I said, the servings were good enough. So it was a filling lunch, and now again we are back. So the journey today comes to an end here. We are on the back end of our journey back home. Traffic now we don't see much because okay, so another point, morning I was wondering if we need to cross 2 toll nakas or one would be sufficing, but no, we had to cross 2 toll nakas. So one we would encounter within the next possibly 5-6 kilometers, and then the other one of course just before Virar. So that's how it is. And as we head back home, again preparing for our journey sometime, some other place in our next journey. And in the meantime, do keep checking out my vlogs. please do subscribe to it. Please do check it. And again, as I said, please do push in your comments in the comment box so that we can catch up on places where you would want us to be, which is across the presence of Mumbai.